So I want to continue in this two-part video series on smudging. Okay, last week we talked about some of the partnership of smudging and how it's my intention or the smudger's intention, the healer's intention, and how that collaborates with spirit, where spirit provides the energy and the magic and the healing energy, and that our role is to kind of direct that energy and to move that energy and to have intention with that energy. So I want to continue with that this week and to share my truth about smudging. Okay. And I want to talk about two different parts of smudging, and then we'll actually smudge and maybe we can apply a little bit of it here. So there's two real parts. And again, I think that one part is really emphasized a lot and the other maybe not as much. Okay, and so the first thing is smudge. We use it to purify. Like say there's negative energy in your house, okay, or in your office or whatever. So we get some smudge and we light it and we move it, or we move the energy, and and we use it to purify and cleanse it. And that's great, but to me that's kind of half of the picture. Okay, because then once we remove the negative energy, if you will, or the energy that no longer serves us, okay, it's really important that we put some new energy in its space, in its place, because we and the universe doesn't, at least this dimension doesn't like a void, right? And so when we it's like out with the old, in with the new. So it's also important when we smudge and just to cleanse and purify, but then it's like, what is the intention that I want to put back into the space, whatever that is. So if it's my office, I might remove any negative energy, and then I might want to bring into it the healing energy and intuition and empathy and all of the energy that I might want to have happen when I'm doing a session, And so again, now we're going to draw on last week's video, okay, because where we are an important part of it. It's our intention is half of this partnership between our intention and spirit. So, our intention at first is to cleanse and to purify, and that's kind of implied. We all know that, when we start smudging. Yep. But then also, it's like we really have to draw on our intention to put intention into the space. Okay, so then we got to stand up and partner with spirit and say, I want to bring in the energy. I want to call forth the energy of healing for this space. Okay, I want to call forth the energy of connection. Or perhaps we smudge before a ceremony. First of all, we cleanse ourselves of all the energy that's not serving us. And then we kind of bring in the energy for our ceremony. We might call in the spirits or the energy. See, that's an intention. I'm calling in the energy. I've removed the old. Now I'm calling in the energy for our ceremony. Okay. So it needs, in my opinion, it kind of needs to have both to be an effective smudging. So let me show you. I'm just going to smudge here. And I've got some white sage and an abalone shell, and I'm using, just a Bic lighter and trying not to burn my fingers here. You can use those long stem lighters that you light barbecue grills. That might be a smart idea. So anyway, I let it burn for a minute, and I'm going to blow it out. And now, blow it out. And now I'm going to smudge myself. And so I start by awakening and cleansing my connection with spirit. So I have it over my head, and I'm removing, first of all, any blocks to my connection with life and with spirit. And now I'm awakening, and I'm inviting that spiritual energy down into my heart and into the space. And so same thing now, I would be moving it down by the earth, down by my feet, right? And I'd be awake. I'd be, first of all, cleansing any blocks to the earth, and then inviting that energy of the earth in, awakening. So I'm like, there's my new intention, earth, energy, come up into my heart. It's going to get a little smoky in here. So anyway, I should have had a fan, but anyway, we'll continue. And then it's like, I cleanse my masculine and awaken, cleanse my feminine and awaken in my tradition. My heart, I remove anything that any negative energy in my heart. And then I bring in my heart energy and my love. I draw myself into my sacred circle by moving it around. And then at the very end is when I have the true intention, right? And it's like now, it's like I call in the intention of the space. I say, in this space, we want this and this and this to happen. Okay, so all of the different phases, I'm going to move this over here by the window. And, okay, so good smudge. This room is well smudged, as am I, as are you. You got vicariously smudged. Okay, but I wanted you to just see, now it's the same thing if I'm smudging a space, right? At first, I remove the negative energy of the space, okay? And then I put in the intention, okay? I put in the intention of the energy that I want to have in the space. And again, it's like what we drew on from last week. It's like my intention pulls that energy in. If I want want healing to happen in this space, then I evoke that energy from myself and from the universe, and I have that come in. So I was like, and I call forth this healing energy, and then the universe and nature and spirit, it provides that energy. I'm moving the energy, spirit's providing the energy. And then I first purify the space, and then I create an intention for the space. Okay, and this can be used in whether you're smudging yourself, whether you're starting a personal ceremony or a group ceremony. You remove the negative and the things and then you call forth the energy you want in that ceremony. You call forth the energy you want in that space. So anyway, that is my video this week. Thank you so much for watching. This kind of concludes my two-part, video on smudging, and I hope you enjoy your week and that you realize that life is kind of a partnership between you and spirit, and that you can, when you're in a space and you want to heal, you can remove and cleanse the old, and then you can call forth the new. So I will see you in a week.